Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tina from tinaheals.com, and this is the beginning of the Ascendant Taurus Ascendant series, which will encompass all the Taurus Ascendant combinations, Sun, Moon, all combinations. So it's about, I think, 283 videos. So this is the first one of that, Taurus Ascendant. So if you have a Taurus Ascendant, and an Aries moon and an Aries sun, then this is your video. So before we begin, let us understand the ascendant. So the ascendant is the degree of the zodiac rising on the eastern side of the horizon at the moment of your birth. And the sign upon which it falls is your rising sign. So your rising sign is like the interface that you have with the world. It is the first point of touch that the soul makes, and it is how we experience realities. It is the filter through which we experience reality. It is how we gesticulate, our physical mannerisms, the way we look, our physical body, and so much. Okay, to figure out the lesson of the ascendant is why the soul has incarnated in that particular ascendant. Okay, for you that is Taurus. Taurus is fixed earth, nocturnal, womb energy. It is night, nocturnal, as I said, night. It is hard and it is cold. Okay, it's night. And Venus, as we know, Venus is the exoteric ruler, and Vulcan, also known as the husband of Aphrodite. Aphrodite is also Venus, who is the goldsmith of the gods, is the soul ruler. This is the tarot card of Taurus, which symbolizes tradition, authority, functionality, consolidation. This is the archetype of the builder. And build you must, but you're ruled by Venus, so you like everything beautiful, you like everything harmonious. Okay, this is a sign in which the moon is exalted, so it's a very beautiful earth sign, fecund, fertile, and full of life. It speaks of a physical body, it speaks of the earth, and it speaks of agriculture, Taurus. Right, so Uranus is in Taurus right now after 84 odd years, and what can I say, Taurians? Life and reality for you is changing, and changing swiftly. But when I think of Uranus and Taurus, it makes me think of how oak trees root deeper when there are storms. So my dear Taurians, you are rooting right now, and rooting deeper and deeper, because you feel the electrical vibe of Uranus that is, blasting you with all this transdimensional energies, right? Now, stability, this is archetype of the builder. The symbol is the bull. So what do you think of the bull? The bull is strong. The bull can endure, so can you. Can move forward. So there is a sort of endurance about your physical body, unless of course you have an afflicted sixth house, or you got to look to Venus to see where she's placed. If Venus is dignified, if Venus is exalted, if Venus is in a fault position, if Venus is in a difficult aspect, then your karma will be different if Venus is in a good position. So that's something to think about. Taurus, you like to build, you like to consolidate, and you like food, because this is again food and the physical body, earth, and agriculture. So you like food. So this position can make it very difficult for you to lose weight. Okay, very difficult. So again, you invoke Venus. You can write 1.618, which is pi, and you can chant Venus magic begin now, especially if you have Venus in fall. Right, you like, okay, Taurus rules the throat, before I forget, the throat and the thyroid. So any kind of problems, and your sixth house is Libra, which rules the pelvis, which is about balance. So back injuries, thyroid injuries, throat injuries, and all kinds of problems can pop up for Taurus ascendants. That's something to look at. Very temperamental, very, can be decadent, can be hedonistic in some ways, because Taurus Venus is sweet, very tactile. They like the touchy feely side of life, because Venus is the five senses and Taurus is the earth emanation of Venus. So Venus wants to see the more earthy side of life: touch, feel, sense, cook, hug, kiss, all of that. Okay, now womb energy, I mentioned that Taurus is very fecund, very fertile, works with very well with banks and finances and all of that. Uh, can be controlling, definitely. And another thing with Taurus women is they like to play the damsel in distress, and that could work very well also for Taurian guy, the damsel in distress trope, because he is also looking for someone to rescue, and the Taurus female is looking for someone to rescue her. Okay, uh, connected to the Muladhara chakra and the 10th Sephiroth Malkut, which speaks of the physical world. Malkut is the physical world. Okay, you need to understand the ephemeral, the transient, the life is impermanent, because you tend to hold on to permanence very heavily. Okay, can hold grudges, and you love to plan your marriage. I've seen this with Taurus ascendants. The girls are planning their white weddings, or their beautiful Indian weddings, or beautiful Greek weddings, or whatever. They love to plan their weddings, right? Possessive. Think of Tchaikovsky, the Russian composer. If you can, listen to this track, Lake in the Moonlight. It's beautiful. Okay, it's absolutely beautiful. And he said that there would be reason to go mad if it weren't for music. So that is the kind of obsession Taurus has towards embodiment, if I may say, embodiment. Connected to the Pleiades, Kritika, which is all about the bridge to the bridge from the physical to the metaphysical. So there is a very spiritual side to Taurus. Aldebaran, the fixed star, is the awakening of the bull. Remember that. Do not get trapped in materialism. Time to break free if that is happening with you. And Stephen Forrest, the eminent astrologer, says that Taurus is not just about money. At an even more fundamental level, it represents nature itself and the survival resources it provides us. Food for thought. Now you have an Aries sun. So amazing. Aries sun is exalted because sun comes out in the northern hemisphere. It's spring. But ideally, builder, and this is the archetype of the pioneer. Okay, and the sun is our father. The sun is how we shine in the world, our leadership skills, how we work from heart, how we are noticed in the world. Okay, our soul karma, basically, sort of like a karma, but Mars karma is more physical, but sun is the more soul evolution type of karma. Okay, it's your father, your husband. For women, it's a prominent man in their life. Having an Aries exalted sun in the first house means you are strong physically, okay, and you have the Taurus energy going for you. You're very physical, and the sun is how you want the world to perceive you, and the moon is how the world perceives you. Okay, so you have an Aries moon as well. So the moon is a more private part of us. As I said, the ascendant is more like the Jungian mask through which we interface with society. But when the mask falls off, the moon is who we are when there is no one looking. So you have an Aries heavy signature. This is cardinal. Okay, this is the domain of Mars, Marshall, the red planet. When you see red, What do you see? It means rage, so impulsiveness, rage, conflict, all of this comes with the territory of Aries. Moon in Aries, not such a good placement. Uh, Again, moon is your emotions, your childhood, how you connect, how you nurture, how you were nurtured, your mother. So all of that is the moon. And you have a sun moon conjunction in the first in your 12th house. Sorry, I said first house. I've just shifted to Taurus, so sorry, in your 12th house. So this definitely means your parents were not around for you the way they should have been. And the 12th house heavy signature always means, uh, you know, things are always happening beneath the surface. It's like you can't see what's happening. Aries cardinal, fire, dry, hard, um, very difficult energy to assimilate, especially with the moon there. The sun is a good placement, but moon in Aries brings about conflicting emotions. And you having this in your 12th house, migraines. Remember, the sun rules the left eye or the right eye, the moon rules the left eye. Some say it's reversed for women. I'm still trying to ascertain that fact. But having this heavy sun moon conjunction in your 12th, this could mean very many things actually. It's all about either your parents are very mystical, very spiritually inclined, or they were inebriated or intoxicated, because this is the 12th house is the house of intoxication. Okay, it is, and the sun does not do well in the 12th. So as I said, chronic migraines, Aries rules the head. So this is in focus. And with the Taurus ascendant, you probably have a beautiful voice and a beautiful way to communicate. So, and Aries rules the head. So having sun moon conjunction in the 12th could make the head a very delicate part of you. So take care, especially during hard Mars transits. You need to, of course, see the position of Mars, because Mars is the ruler of your sun and moon, the ruler of your 12th, which means that you're sort of agitated always when it comes to ancestors, past lives, dreams, intuition. It's in the realm of fire. So with Aries, you have this energy of starting very many new things, but not being able to complete. Hopefully your Taurus ascendant gives you that endurance, that push. Okay, Aries can be cruel because there's not much emotion to Aries. Taurus is, yes, very, very, very emotionally connected. As I said, moon is exalted there, but there could be a sense of detachment as well, and a sense of cutting off because you're so obsessed with materialism. And having that Aries moon can mean anxiety. Okay, bad sort of anxiety and headaches and acne and ENT issues and what have you over there. Okay, Aries is the energy of starting. So when you start very many things, you need to also conclude. And hopefully your Taurus, as I said, gives you that follow through, gives you that completions that you ask for. Very libidinal, because you have sun and moon in Aries, and Taurus is very tactile, very touchy, as I said. So very libidinal, and an interesting blend of cardinal and fixed. So you like to change, but you also like your fixed routine or regime, or however you have structured your life. That's important to you, right? Um, Aries gives you the dominant, forceful nature. So, and remember, the ascendant is how the world perceives you, and the sun is how you want the world to perceive you. So it's like the world sees you as a solid, functional Taurian, but deep within you want them to see this electrical pulse of Aries that lies deep within. So I hope you like that video as much as I like making it for you. Please leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. Visit my website and book a reading. Thank you.